Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to an old but gold game. Welcome to an RPG game called It Moves. I've never seen the ending of this game. I remember a long time ago, Markiplier played this game. And when I watched him play it all those years ago, it ended on a cliffhanger. So I have no idea what happens. And to be fair, I don't really remember everything about the story. So as far as you're concerned, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a completely fresh experience. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I love the visuals, man. It looks so good. Should be my mouse. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. This is me. So there's no actual controls, like I don't know what the controls are. It's a wolf. Okay, that's the poster. I was trying to interact with the lamp, but it's a bunk bed, I sleep on the top. Some of the pixelations are a little bit off. Mr. Teddy. Full of toys and stuff. Poster from a movie, I got it from my brother. A table. I like how everything is sort of interactable. Even though it's... Wait, what the hell? Oh, here we go. Jeez. My depth perception was off. I thought the path was here. I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. A fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equaled. I will relate it to you all now as best as I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. Okay. So this game is a free game. You can find it on Steam or itch.io, to my understanding. At least I'm pretty sure you can find it on itch.io. This is my brother's room. He told me yesterday to keep out of the room that we both had shared until then. Shoes, not very interesting. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with me being moved into a room on my own. I should have interacted with the dad. This is my father. That's it? Really? Okay, well, whatever. A picture of a man standing around. I think it's dad when he was younger. Okay. This is my mother. Nothing too interesting. I like how they just flat out say it's not too interesting. But let's continue here. I accidentally clicked off of the screen. Mom told me not to touch her stuff, especially this stuff. What is this stuff? Drugs? I don't know. Ventilation, I think Mom said this is. A man with a mustache. That's pretty specific. Just a bunch of clothes in here. So what am I doing exactly? Mom, how do you like your new room? Soon you'll be sleeping alone for the first time. Okay. I was 8 years old at the time. Okay, that makes sense. And until then, I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room at the back of the house. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds, which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. Classic. I used to have a loft bed in my room, but I kind of hated it because of how creaky it was. Alright, it's bedtime. Although, loft beds are very space efficient, so sometimes I wish I still had it, but it's alright. Already? Yes, adults need their sleep, you see. You'll be sleeping alone for the first time. You excited? Okay, my Discord is going crazy, and It's actually distracting me from in the game. Okay. Yes, Mom. So I'm now sleeping on the top bunk. I should move my mouse. There we go. All right, I'm turning off the lights. Good night. Good night. To my understanding, this game actually is complete, and it does have a proper ending this time. Hopefully, we'll be able to experience it. Chapter 1, Cave. Before all the chapters were out, I think the game was around 30 minutes long. I don't remember there being chapters, but we'll save right here. So that's weird. Yeah, I can't interact with whatever this mushroom is. Seems to be some plant life over here that I can't interact with either. We got a weird monster. Wait, what the hell? Oh, is he standing on top of the trees? Okay, that's what it looks like in that case. Very odd. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I don't remember this at all. A small water hole. The water is dirty, probably not a good idea to drink. Probably not a good idea to drink it. Right. Whoa. Whoa. That's pretty cool. So I can't go past here. We got a weird monkey, opossum, manky looking character. Got a dragonfly up there. At least what I assume to be a dragonfly. Yeah, this whole thing, I don't remember any of this at all, so I'm glad to see that there actually was development in this. A pot and some ragged cloth. And then again, my memory just could be wrong and I don't remember anything about it. All I remember is that opening sequence. I wonder what's cooking. And nothing else here looks too familiar. Except for, like, the jungle ambiance. That's the only thing that looks familiar to me. Whoa. Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it as more as intense research on one individual. By the way, your missing sock is under your bed, with me. Just kidding. What the hell is going on with that dude? A cold, unwelcoming breeze comes from the bottom of the stairs. Go down. Yeah, none of this is very familiar. Weird mushroom looks poisonous. And I'm glad that it's not familiar at all because I really don't know what to make of it right now. Okay, I hear something. A purple mushroom, definitely poisonous, yeah. Whoa. Was there something here? I actually didn't see anything. There's red liquid seeping out from the mushroom hat. Let's see. Man, I'm so blind. How did I not see whatever that was? Oh, I have a weird feeling that this is like a hidey hole. Why? Why are those glistening? I guess I'm in a cave, so maybe there's minerals of some kind. Okay. Well, I mean, it looks like that weird tree thing that we saw earlier in the window. Oh, we got a little bit of a puzzle here. Gotcha. Big fan. Okay. So. Oh, crap. Oh, what the hell? Okay, how do I get rid of the last one? No. Okay, so that does the first three. This does 1, 2, and 5. This one does 1, 4, 2. This one does 2, 3, 4. Huh. Perfect. I think I got it. Got it. Easy, easy. It's just the problem is I have to think, which I'm not very good at the moment. Okay, there's nothing here. There doesn't seem to be any sort of branching paths. It's just a pretty linear storyline to my understanding. Whoa. What the hell happened? Why did I turn around? Okay, I don't know what that was, but... we're on a nice, narrow bridge. Holy. Again, didn't notice that. Yeah, so... I've been kind of on a crazy binge of RPG games. I have a list of the creepy ones, really creepy ones that I have stored in my back pocket. And it moves as a story itself. Okay, I can't run. I'm so dead. God dang it. It's also July 1st, which is Canada Day. If I didn't mention that. I know that's quite off topic, but... Mom, I had a bad dream. Mom... Okay, I'm just gonna stop interacting with things, just because I kind of already know them from there. It's Locke, super brother. No need to go here right now. Yeah, I don't know what that room is. I shouldn't go outside right now. Okay. Shoes, not very interesting. Talk to the mother. Mama had a bad dream. What's wrong? I had a bad dream. Oh, that's too bad. I'll be up in a minute and we can eat breakfast together. Alright, hurry up. Go change your clothes and I'll be right there. Gotcha. Classic mother behavior. I mean, obviously, they're very tired, so... Damn, I look so dapper. Okay, so another day started. It was a day of little importance to our story. I won't bother you with the details. The one thing I remember is that even though I played with friends like I always did, I somehow still felt lonely. I didn't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. Ah, thank you for the arrow. Pretty simple cutscene. I'm trying to also see it from a gameplay and game design perspective, because it's a game that I would be interested in making. Nice RPG experience. Chapter 2, The Labyrinth. Alright. And like I said, I'm making my own game, which is an RPG-esque, similar to It Moves, similar to the old RPG Maker games. So, you know, that's why. Okay, I don't remember any of this. So, smiley face, sad face. What does that mean? Okay, so I assume this and this go together. Then this and this go together. Yeah, pretty simple. Okay. So what do we got here? It's obviously a maze. I see something in the top right corner, although I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let's see what happens when we interact with it. Whoa! Oh, I see something. I see something down there. I don't know what to do with this thing. It's like blocking me. I guess I'll try and run away. I grabbed that. A poster from some concert. It looks old. It's kind of hard to do anything when there's a frickin' face right on me. A wanted poster. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Another weird shadow monster. Some kind of machinery. I really can't see anything. There's another shadow monster that way. Anna Core. What's that? Or is that the person or the company that made this? I don't actually know. Oh shit. This shouldn't. Oh! There was a shadow monster there, but somehow I didn't die. Okay. Oh! I see the path. Right over here. No, 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 right over here. No, I don't know. Instructions on how to use a fire extinguisher. Bro, what is this music? It's so freaky. And this face, I can't stop looking at the face. It's not like I want to look at it, but... Oh. Jesus. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what's happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it, bed sheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing. As if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief thinking that the noise was either my imagination, or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked in on me and the cat had sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. The music in this is so good. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat. But I quickly realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep and much more sinister. As if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the almost impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently, as if gripped by an earthquake scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety, as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream? I feel like I remember this part, but I don't know. I feel like my mind is just making up memories. I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed down my face. It kind of has like a weird Among the Sleep vibe. I mean, I guess that doesn't really make much sense, but for some reason I just think of it as like, oh, a child experiencing horror. Yet through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return even if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth, I do not know, but as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. Oh man. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. That's a good mom. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much as it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes, climbing the huge sycamore tree, which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room. Ordinary, slight, and innocuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for that night, I said nothing. I didn't protest, I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. Another night came. Alright. Alright. Look at this. Yeah, definitely so much. Chapter 3 factorized. Definitely a lot more than I remember there being. And now I'm in Satan's factory, it looks like. There we go. Is there actually a save mechanic? No. Oh! Okay, well, I'm not gonna lower any of that. This is too good. The door is firmly shut. A huge skull. Definitely not a human skull. A banner on a long pole. It's too old and torn to make out the details. What the hell? Oh. Interesting. A huge skull. The eyes are blinking. Is there anything else I can interact with? Doesn't look like it. Seems to just be a sort of long looping hallway. Where the skull, where the eyes of the skull incessantly flash more and more, as we see right now. My eyes. Why was I flashbanged? Some kind of altar. What the hell is this? Actual blood sacrifices happening here. A picture of some kind of green landscape. The picture is in too bad shape to make out any details. Wait, there are eyes on me. Oh my god, I just noticed that. Okay, what do I have to do? Like, what's the goal here? Some kind of machine. Do I have to sacrifice something? Do I have to pull a lever? Wait, yeah, there's a lever in here, but I can't access it. So there must be a lever somewhere in... Oh wait, no, I can access it. This is a door. Oh. Or that's not a door, I mean. Hello. Hi. How you doing? How are you? This fun. Okay, I didn't actually see that. How are you? There's something else there, but I can't tell what it says. Yeah, this cage is blocking me from getting to that other area. I don't know where to go. I really don't know where to go. I mean, I guess I'll go down. Don't really know where else to go. I don't know why there's saves here if permadeath doesn't exist. At least I'm hoping I don't die in here. That would kind of suck. Okay. So my understanding now is I need to sort of find more levers to open up areas. But I don't see anything opening up. That's the problem. Yeah, nothing is opening up. Maybe I should go on the right side. Maybe I'll make more progress on this side. Yeah, I see something open here. Okay, no, that's closed over there. But here's a path up here. Wait, what? Okay, the girders on top make me think that it's closed off. But it's just, again, a height differential. What the hell do I do? I pulled the lever, but nothing happened. I really don't know what to do. Yeah, that lever's pulled, but I don't know what happened. Maybe I can interact with the altar? No. I'm confused. I thought I could find something here, but nothing's opening. Nothing's opening up. Yeah, I'm actually very confused right now. Oh, what the heck? I'm so blind. I'm so sorry, everyone. There's one right here. Oh my god, that's so pathetic. How can I not tell? Okay, whatever. So what just opened up? Holy, do you see that? On the bottom left? Look at you, buddy. Hopefully he doesn't end up chasing me. I don't see anything on the left side, so let's check on the right side here. I want to say there's a switch here, but it doesn't look like there is. Aha! Here is an open gate right now. A creepy mask. You don't say. This reminds me of like the smiling woman story from Crucic Pasta. I can't do anything. Oh, and the face mask is gone. Okay, that's what I was thinking that was. Creepy mask. What the hell? Okay. This looks open now. Yeah. Switch is here. We got some water flowing, I guess. Don't know. Oh, maybe that's not water. Maybe that's blood. Some kind of machinery. Okay. So my assumption is that, yeah, the top left is still not operational. Like there's a gate there still. I can see it. So let's go down here. I assume something here was opened up. Yeah, right here. Perfect. Okay. So I have a weird feeling that dude's gonna chase me. Yo, I can't even interact with it. You want to explain what the hell that is? The hell? It started moving. The hell? What opened up? Because that dude is still in here. Please tell me I don't have to open his cage up. That sounds kind of worrisome. Anything over here? Any secrets? Looks almost like the lights on the runway at airports. You don't say. I haven't flown since, I don't know, 2017, man. So. I mean, I would love to fly. It's been a really long time. I really want to go to Japan. I want to go to Jordan. I want to go to so many places. But I'm still figuring things out, at least in life in general. Oh. I see a little parties going on here. Oh, holy crap. Sucker. So we got weird amalgam thing here. Okay. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the rotten darkness, alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk, that word. A word which had been sent into exile filtered up through my consciousness. Breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching and carving itself into my mind. ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I can imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing, and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my, as yet, unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even though the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring, as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside stood did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from his sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Chapter 4, Anger Overload. I mean, with the way the story is going, it just sounds like how most children are. It's always that worry and fear when they're alone at nights. Their imagination kind of goes wild. Especially when they experience that loneliness for the first time. A hook hangs from the wall, a piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Earthquake? I say. Oh, that's a door. Okay. I thought these were doors too, but I guess not. Whoa! That's sick, man. The painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. What picture of the like? What does this mean? I don't know what picture this is. Not that I would know anyways. It's not like I'm Christian. Oh, interesting. There's a big boy right here. Oh, the spider's making noise when I press enter on it. I guess this is a door, right? Yeah. What the hell? Various jars with disgusting stuff inside. I don't even understand, like, what's happening at all. Another one. A big jar is filled with heads of some sort. I'm surprised that had a different interaction. It looks like there's something up here, but I don't actually have a way of doing anything with that. Whoa. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. Yeah, obviously. It's a pretty fair assessment. More cobwebs in a very derelict mansion. The hell is this thing? I can't interact with it on the floor. Are those cats and dogs? What is that? Hanging from the side. Now saving. Why did you say now saving? There's nothing here. Oh god. Also, it's like weirdly isometric, even though I'm still moving in a sort of... So what's happening? Whoa. Oh crap. Whoa, dude. How is this game free? This game is sick. And when they say anger overload, I assume, you know, it has to do with the ghost. Whoa, what was that? Oh, the mouths are closing. What the hell? They look so weird. They kind of look like estranged fetuses of some kind. I really don't know. Wait, this is the same room. I just repeated the same room. Is there a situation where I have to go backwards? I'm gonna still go forward one more time, but if that doesn't work, then I think. Oh, they're closed now, and they're staying closed. I'm not gonna backtrack unless I feel like I'm lost, which I don't think I am. Is it me or are they staying? No, that guy's still looking off to the ends kind of weirdly. Oh, you can't actually backtrack. Okay. Is anything changing other than the noises? Weird baby, which I was talking about earlier. That's what these look like. But again, they look like very weird babies. Very strange babies. And it sounds like a chainsaw in the background. What does that mean? What kind of imagery are you trying to tell me, game? What is happening? I've gone through this like 6 or 7 times now. Oh! Hey. So that's cool. Oh, that's I was jumping, did you see that? What the hell? Oh my goodness. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandfather had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should have become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach, I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, a sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Oh my god. What the hell? What a crazy story. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. Oh, and now we're in what's presumably a school. It says woof. We got a dog man and a weird man here. A poster for a play. Not what I was expecting. Cool. So I want to try and understand, like, is there a point to this color coding of these seats, like red, brown, and yellow? I don't know. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. True. What the hell was that? Oh! Weird fish man. You are good. A bunch of school books. The clock has stopped. I can't tell what time that is right now, because I'm a zoomer. Even if you don't know why they're here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Well, I'm not going that way. We have what looks to be... Excuse me? We have what looks to be the skeletal structure of a triceratops and pie. At least I assume that's pie. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and woman. How do you... Actually, I don't know. A stack of comic books. A bunch of old school books. Is this a sink or a bathtub? A bathtub in the middle of a classroom. I'm gonna also assume that probably these desks don't have anything. The sounds of these screams are awful. They're even worse when they're your own. Okay, do I follow the thing? The newspaper article is too aged to read. Pictures of various butterfly species. Oh, I didn't mean to go in here. Wait, what the hell? It was a baby in a locker. This was a locker. Okay, I thought I was going inside it or something. That was weird. Okay, I don't want to be here yet. I'm gonna keep looking. Another bathtub. Wait, no. Mattresses. A pile of dirty mattresses. Worn out and dirty. I said that in the wrong order, but whatever. A mattress dirty and worn out and looks like a TV. There's a piece of paper here. It reads knock knock. Why would you do that? Wait, what? There's a piece of paper here. The text on it is illegible. What the hell? Don't get it. Very weird. Okay, that actually got me. That's kind of sad. Let me out, thank you. I was not expecting anything to be there. Wow, that's sad on my side. A writing desk with some school material, or that's really good on the RPG side because it shows how atmospheric this game is, how good the jump scares and the monsters and the ambiance is. Oh my god, how is this game free? A writing desk with some school material on it. I assume they're all like that, so. But it's still good to check. A big filing cabinet. Various books that look like they would be hard to read. Looks like there's nothing inside. And we also know that this is now locked. Even though we saw a weird fetus thing there. Wait, did I go in here? I did, okay. So this is the next way down. This is kind of weird. There's a hole in the wall where roots have grown. Gotcha, that's what those are. There are various school rules printed here. School rules. The hell? The lock on the door is broken. I don't think I can get in here. Looks like I can't go through here, and I really can't go up here. Which is unfortunate, but... maybe there's something in here. Holy! What the hell are these things? What happens if I touch them? It actually won't let me touch it. Oh, it won't let me touch it. Wait. What happens if I just wait for it? Very odd. I can't actually go anywhere. So this is just a really weird room, I guess, with very weird monsters. I can't go anywhere. It looks like there's nothing here for me. Oh crap, I almost trapped myself. Okay. I guess I'll go down. What the hell? Plants grow through cracks in the floor. Look at these light bulbs, dude. Creepy. A busted old machine of some sort. And now we go down into the mines. Yeah, that couldn't have been creepier. Okay, this is nothing. Are these paths to someplace? They are. They're different paths here. I don't know which one to take, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the middle path all the way through. Just because I don't know any better. It's really just because of that. I don't know if they all lead to the same place. However, I'm probably not going to try and find out. There. Always go right, because you always want to be right. What are these noises? Again, the sound design is also fantastic. Fits super well with the this RPG here. Where do they get these sound effects? They either made them themselves or they had someone who did them and they're just really good. Wow. Okay, I think I'm lost. I've been going down like the same path. Okay, no, here we go. Oh, cool. Here's Zarathustra, or whatever his, I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna lie down and be prepared to get sacrificed. What's happening? What the hell is this thing? What the hell is happening? I mean, there's obvious themes of occultism and what he's describing as ghosts in the main story, but these are clearly not ghosts. These are some kind of freakish monsters. What just happened? What did I just do? I don't understand. You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? You asked that like days, weeks, months later? No. Alright then. Oh, hey. The hell? I woke gradually. The room was once dark. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise, no rustling of the sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, lifeless yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it, I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on me, a sensation I will never forget. It's not his cat? When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. A sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Oh my god. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off of the top bunk, or it had, I cannot even bear to think of it, being taken away from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. What does that mean? Chapter 6, The Abyss. No idea where this is going at all. I'm gonna be just completely honest with you. Wait, what? I'm under the water. Oh, what the heck? Hey, fish. Okay, where do I go from here exactly? To the right? No, I guess I go left. Not what I was expecting, gonna be honest with you. The graphics are a little strange. What the hell? Guess I can only go left. What? Oh, here's like an actual path. Oh, cool. I'm going in a nice meat grinder. That's cool. At least that's what I assume this is. Whoa! Is that my dad? Or my brother? Drain water and remove diving gear? Yes. I don't know what I hit or interacted with. I just moved into it, and that's what happened. But because now it's drained, I can't go back up. I don't know where to go. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? What is happening? Read logbook. Yes. Okay. Gonna be a long read. Captain Theodore Fielding, September 2nd, 2007. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I am now working on a mining station thousands of feet underwater in the Mariana Trench. I have always wondered why I was afraid and reached a simple conclusion. The true fear presented here is actually going down beneath the surface into the depths. It's a combination of all of our most common fears. Fear of the dark. When you're at the bottom of a body of water, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Have you ever tried to swim as far down in a lake as you can? It gets really dark and cold really fast, about 10 feet down. But even that's nothing compared to the deepest point on the entire crust of the earth, located at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, the Mariana Trench, which is 38,000 plus feet. If you put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, the top of the mountain would still be over a mile below the surface of the ocean. Everything below you is complete darkness, and this definitely plays into our collective fear of the dark. And you have an anglerfish here. Number 2, fear of suffocating. Have you ever gotten to the point where you swam down too far in the swimming pool and you seriously considered the fact that you might not make it back to the top before you ran out of breath? If you've ever been in rough housing as a kid with blankets and pillows and you accidentally got pinned down inside of a sleeping bag or something, and you get to that point where laughter temporarily turns into screaming, you know what a scary concept not being able to breathe is. Even if you have scuba gear with you down in that deep dark abyss, there's a chance a valve could pop. There's a chance a valve could pop out, or you could run out of oxygen. You can't see and you can't really take a deep breath. Could it be worse? Yes. Number 3, fear of the unknown. There are over 1 million species of creatures in the ocean, and scientists estimate that there are an additional 9 million species yet to be discovered. That means we only even know what 11% of the creatures in the ocean are. Most of the things in the ocean are things mankind never even seen or heard of. Who knows what could be down there? Think about a time when you were walking in a dimly lit basement trying to find something. All of a sudden, something brushes up against the back of your neck. They become airborne, similar to a frightened cat, and instantly turn around and shine their flashlight to see what it was. It's never actually anything scary. But in deep water, it's always something scary. It's dark, you can barely breathe, and something just touched you, and you have no idea. Where they went. But there is more to fear, I'm afraid. Number 4, fear of flying insects. I don't see how that ties in, but imagine that as you're walking along, all of the beetles and scorpions crawling along the ground, the huge black hairy spiders that are hidden from view in the cracks, and the slimy worms and snakes that are burrowed beneath the ground simultaneously start flying anywhere they wanted. That is what the bottom of the sea without water would be like. For the strange creatures underwater, there is no up or down. Ah, gotcha. Even the manliest men, even though they appear to be calm, quickly tense up and become filled with a secret fear that the bug might land on their eyeball or fly into their mouth, and that's why men try so hard to kill them. Unfortunately, in deep water, you can't see any of the undiscovered freakish flying creatures that brush past your body as you grasp at your suffocating throat. Number 5, fear of being caught. Imagine that you're running from a bear. You will be eaten if you are caught, and it doesn't help that the bears can run faster sideways than a human can run forward. When you're at the bottom of the sea, everything that is around you was built to move in water. If something truly frightening like a shark or a giant squid caught sight of you, you could turn the other way and flail all you want, but the monster will catch up with you in a split second. You can't get away from anything. Even if you had the wherewithal to see and breathe, you couldn't run from danger. It would simply find you and devour you. There are lots of places that I wouldn't want to be, such as trapped in a burning house, alone in the vacuum of space. But in the burning house, at least I can see, and in space, at least there aren't any creatures that could get me. There are no other places in the universe that combine as many common features as 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. It is because of the combination of all of these fears that I am so horrified of deep water and what looks to be, I assume, a giant squid. Oh, whoops. And that's the logbook. And we got some jellyfish around us now. We go down here, and we can't access anything, looks like. So now we have to go here, where someone... Whoa. That's a weird anglerfish. I mean, it's very realistic for a JRPG game. Looks like this guy is... What's happening? Can't I swim? I'm falling. Oh, is that my bed? Oh my god. Whoa. This music, man. What the hell? Jeez. That looks like some kind of huge lamprey or something. Lampreys are weird creatures. They're very freakish. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally gotten me. That I was finally in its grasp. It has to be the cat. Or perhaps it was toying with me after all it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible and mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror as I was sure it must have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir, it felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately large bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wonder to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. What the hell? Okay, I take back my cat comments. What the hell? Chapter 7, Hostia? Not sure. What in the world? What in the world? You can see where I am. I'm super tiny. In a world of mycelium, it looks like. What the hell? Did you see that? Do you hear that? Oh my goodness. I couldn't interact with it. I tried to. What in the world? Okay, unlike... Whoa, chill. Unlike Lisa the First, this game is very just strange. And again, I have other games like Lisa the First coming soon. I just need to download it. Weird eyeballs. Weird pine cone brain eye jellyfish things. Eye tadpoles. I guess well, no, I don't know. I don't know what else is here. Okay, no. I should go into that room to see what's up with it. Let's see what's in this room here. Oh my goodness. What is this kind of horror called? It's like surreal, right? The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Who's talking to me? I don't know what this kind of horror is called, but I love it. It's so good. The art is so interesting. The graphics are interesting. Oh my goodness. It's like a juxtaposition of JRPG, like normal kind of pixel anime graphics, and this surrealist horror. I love that. I assume it's like also, if you want a more modern example, kind of like Fear and Hunger. Because, what the hell? What are you? What is this? I really just don't know what to say because of how odd everything is. I haven't died yet to anything, so I don't fully understand why there's a save point. At a crossroads in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroads if you will, but if you'll not choose, I'll move on without you. Do you say the same thing? And having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroads after that decision. For even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. Go straight. Hey. Well, I'm clearly returning to the crossroads, so. Okay, only way to go is up. I can't go anywhere. It's just not letting me go anywhere. What the hell? I don't know what to do. I'm just being blocked right now. I can't. I'm trying to hit enter on them, but doesn't look like it's working here. What the hell? Oh, wow. Strange power lines. Extremely strange face here. Playing music. Yeah, this surrealist horror is just so incredible, man. Whoa. What was that? Okay, I'm just gonna stand, like, right here. Gonna wait if something happens. Yeah, there's more of that. Nothing's really happening. Whoa! It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall, which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. You don't say. Whoa! I realized that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly, its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from the outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest. Its head now poked out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. Oh my god, what is this story? I'm trying to think of this like any sort of specific themes to this story, like in terms of real life and what the story is actually trying to say, but it just seems to be the horror story of a child. I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast, a wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then and now. I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frost-bitten night, I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year, I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. So it was that an anomaly just in that room. I guess once the brother left. It Moved, a game by Snow Owl. Fantastic. I still can't believe that game was free. Music by Material Ermadung. LZN02 Lizardino. 8 Million Ways to Die, Christoph Horn. Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse. Oh, wow. Okay, I might have to look into that later on. Scripts by Galv, Mog Hunter, Yanfly, Hime. I can't name everyone because it's going too fast. Publishing Kodama Games, RPG Maker, playtesting, Optical Mouse. I think that's what it said. Wait, what? I'm just gonna go up. I don't know where else to go. The End. Bedtime by Michael Horn. I should look into that, definitely. How is that game free? Oh my goodness. So Snow Owl, that's the only game that he's ever made, at least on Steam. Publisher is Kodama Games, and Kodama Games only has 2 published games. One is It Moves, and the other one is a game called Framed Wings. Now, I don't know too much about that game, but I don't think it's the type of game. I mean, I think I would like it personally, but it's not in the same vein as It Moves. Other than the fact that they're both RPGs. I might actually get this game. I might just play it on my own. Wow, that was so fantastic. Some of these other game publishers, you got to take some notes, man. This is how you make a game. I need to look into Snow Owl's thing, like how many games he's made. It doesn't actually look like I can find anything. I remember seeing his thing on itch.io, but let's see if he has any other games on itch, because that's where I was originally gonna download it, but I decided against it just to see if it was on Steam, and it was. He published it on Steam in 2019, so 5 years ago at this time. But the game was out probably in 2016. Like, it was such a long time ago. I need to find, and it's based on the story by Michael Horn. And Snow Owl only has this game, which is unfortunate because this dude is extremely talented, man. Like, he really is, this guy. And whoever the team is behind this is also very talented. All the talent behind this game is quite fantastic, and I hope they eventually make something else this time. That was really, really, really good. I have so many other games in my back pocket that I want to try out. After, like I said, after I played Lisa the First, I decided to start compiling a bunch of games that were similar to Lisa the First and also similar to It Moves. Well, one of the games was It Moves, but I have a lot other ones like Perret M. Haru. I have Off, Space Funeral, Flesh, Blood, and Concrete, Turtlehead, and one of the ones that I'm very interested in. It's a Japanese game called Uta Hono Tatari. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not actually too sure about that, but I haven't found an actual executable file for Uta Hono Tatari, and apparently there's a sequel to that game too, but hopefully I'll be able to play that soon and find it. Regardless, I really hope you enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed playing it. You can play it for yourself if you want to experience it. Check it out on Steam. It's free. Check it out on itch. It's free. I hope you like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe if you want to see more, which there will be a lot more. All I did was name some of the horror RPG games just that I was looking up. But on Steam, and especially on the Steam Summer Sale, I bought a lot more games than I was originally planning. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll just record more after this. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.